knows the earth's heartbeat. Runes carve tales in ancient stone. A vow is made, the ravens flow. Through storm and flame the path is drawn. By blood and bone we greet the dawn. The winds howl truths no man can tame. The raven calls, it speaks my name. The frost bites deep, the night turns cold, yet fires burn where oaths are told. A sea of spears, a shield walls roar. We march as one to Asgard's door. Whispers rise like smoke in air, a thread of fate, a woven snare. The Norns watch close, their spindles spin, a saga writ in mortal sin. Through storm and flame the path is drawn. By blood and bone we greet the dawn. The winds howl truths no man can tame. The raven calls, it speaks my name. Cliffs where eagles soar, the gods await on distant shore. With Tegel harpers mournful cry, we'll meet them there though we may die. In the shadow of the fjord, where the wild winds wail, ancient oaths are spoken, carved in bark and shale. The sea roars its secrets, the mountains keep their guard. The echoes of the old gods, their voices cold and hard. Through the storm and the flame, we tread the winding trail. Runes carved in the ether, their meaning veiled and pale. The drums call the thunder, the whispers weave the sky. The old gods awaken, their power cannot die. Above the skies of iron gray, in the forest deep, the ravens sing their stories, secrets they keep. The Tegel harper moans, its strings pull at the night, a tale of blood and valor, of eternal fight. Horns call the spirits, the lyre hums its spell. Through mists and through fire, the ancients dwell. A chant low and guttural, a hymn to the frost, the breath of the old gods never to be lost. Through the storm and the flame, we tread the winding trail. Runes Beneath the ash where the cold winds sigh, a shadow moves through the frost-bound sky. The iron wolf howls, its hunger grows in the blackened forest where no man goes. Runes carved deep in the elder stone, a fate entwined, blood and bone through thunder's call and the drum's decree. The iron wolf stalks eternity. The kraken stirs in the fjord's dark throat, while fire and ice weave their cruel coat. The chants rise low from the mountain's womb, a promise of glory or a shadowed doom. Runes carved deep in the elder stone, a fate entwined, blood and bone through thunder's call and the drum's decree. The iron wolf stalks eternity. Through frost-bitten vale and frozen fjell, where whispers weave their ghostly spell, the gods watch close, their wrath untamed, as mortals tread where none are named. The Kravik sings in a mournful tone, a hymn to the spirits now overthrown. The war drums crack like a breaking sky, the iron wolf grins its ember. Through frost-clad pines the ravens fly, beneath a sunless ashen sky. The runes are cast, the fate is clear, a shadow stirs, the end draws near. Oh, the winds howl, the wolves they cry, under the gaze of the one-eyed eye. A blood-soaked moon, a broken tree, the serpent coils beneath the sea. The Tegel harp moans in grief, a dirge for heroes leaves to breathe. In iron whispers echoes rise, a saga sung through ancient skies. Oh, the winds howl, the wolves they cry, under the gaze of the one-eyed eye. A blood-soaked moon, a broken tree, the serpent coils beneath the sea. Runes on stone, they softly hum, a whispering call of things to come. The drum beats roll, the earth does quake, the old gods stir, the chains will break. Oh, the winds howl, the wolves they cry, under the gaze of the one-eyed eye. A blood-soaked moon, a broken tree, the serpent coils beneath the sea. The Kravik the shadow of the raven's wing. Cold iron whispers the sagas sing. Oaths carved deep in the birchwood's face. Blood in the soil the gods embrace. Drums like thunder, the heart beats fast. Through storm and shadow we'll hold steadfast. The runes are calling, their echoes grow. Through frost and fire to war we go. Winds howl sharp through the mountain pass. Steel meets steel and the die is cast. The wolf's cry rises to meet the flame. Each blade a story, each strike a name. Name the dark, the whispers swell. Runes like fire, an ancient spell. The gods look down with their knowing gaze. A world reborn in the ash and blaze. Drums like thunder, the heart beats fast. Through storm and shadow we'll hold steadfast. The runes are calling, their echoes grow. Through frost and fire to war we go. A shield wall stands unbroken, grim. Voices rise in a battle hymn. The raven circles, the spear finds home. The old gods rise from the depths they beneath the sky where ravens roam. The frosted bites, the seas they foam. A shadow walks where fire once burned. A call to arms, the tide has turned. Hear the drums, the thunder's cry. A storm of voices splits the sky. Runes are carved in bark and bone. The winds they howl, we're not alone. The fjords are deep, the halls are cold. The tales we weave, the battles bold. With blades in hand, with shields of oak. Our oaths are bound, our words are spoke. A whisper creeps, the runes they sing. The gods above, their voices ring. Through mist and stone, the path is clear. Our fates entwined, our foes draw near. Hear the drums, the thunder's cry. A storm of voices splits the sky. Runes are carved in bark and bone. The Beneath the ash and dew they stand, shadows carve their name in sand. The storm it howls, the gods take flight, runes are cast in the cold moonlight. Oh, fjords deep cry, the echoes call through the mist where shadows fall, blades of frost and hearts of stone bound to fate. We march alone. The wolves they prowl, the fire fades, steel on steel in twilight's shade. Beneath the helm the blood runs thick, the sagas sing of battles quick. Whispers weave through winter's gale, ancestors' breath a haunting tale. In the cracks of time their voices hum, 1,000 drums their war has come. Oh, fjords deep cry, the echoes call through the mist where shadows fall, blades of frost and hearts of stone bound to fate. We march alone. By Odin's eye the ravens soar, their wings stretch wide, they claim the shore. The hammers strike, the heavens quake, as Thor's own wrath the mountains shake. Upon the fjord, the ravens fly, black wings carve roads into the sky. The storm it howls, the mountains moan, the gods above, their wrath is shown. Oh, the ravens cry, they call the brave, a song of death, the warrior's grave. Their feathers drip with twilight's thread, they lead the living to the dead. The kraken stirs beneath the wave, its shadow long, a watery grave. The horns resound, the shields collide, our battle hymn, the ocean's tide. Whispered runes in the biting gale, a saga born where heroes pale. The thunder rolls, the drums reply, a tempest roars where legends die. Oh, the ravens cry, they call the brave, a song of death, the warrior's grave. Their feathers drip with twilight's thread, they lead the living to the dead. Oh, once the pyres burn, ashes to dust, the winds return. Our oaths are bound in blood and bone. In shadowed halls we claim our throne. Cold winds rise from the iron sea. Shadows stretch where the oaks decree. Ravens circle the crimson shore. Echoes of war, the sagas roar. Through the mist the old gods cry. Runes carved deep where the warriors lie. Thunder calls and the drum beats pound. The fjord remembers the sacred sound. Shields held high in the fading light. Axes sing in the frigid night. Blood-soaked fields where the battles churn. Ash and flame, the world must turn. Sound. Twilight fades, the halls will feast. The boldest hearts, the souls release. A hymn of death, a cry of birth. Through cold and stone, the ancient earth. In the shadow of the fjord's jagged teeth, where the frostbitten winds grant no reprieve, the ravens circle, their cries a shroud. Oaths are carved in the storm clouds loud. Hear the drum beat, the earth does quake. Runes are whispered, the old gods wake. With iron resolve and blood-soaked hands, we march as one through the ashen land. By the light of the fire, shadows twist. Echoes of the past in the cold mist. Toggle Harper hums with the sagas of yore, while the waves crash upon the ancient shore. Breathe deep the salt, the storms decree. The gods' wrath with whispers through the trees. 1,000 blades shall carve the night. The Valkyries watch by the pale moonlight. Hear the drum beat, the earth does quake. Runes are whispered, the old gods wake. With iron resolve and blood-soaked hands, we march as one through the ashen lands. Oaths bound in blood, carved in bone, through ice-clad paths, the winds have flown. The crabbic lyre wails a mournful cry as thunder splits the brooding sky. Through fjords of frost the winds did wail. Under the shadow of Odin's veil, a raven cried, its wings spread wide. Secrets it carried where warriors died. Blood runs deep where the oaths are sworn. Under the eye of the storm-torn morn, runes carved sharp on the stone-cold blade, a pact with the gods unafraid. The tree stood silent, ancient and tall, witness to battles, the rise, the fall. The Tagal harper sang of glory's pyre, lit by the breath of a sacred fire. Blood runs deep where the oaths are sworn. Under the eye of the storm-torn morn, runes carved sharp on the stone-cold blade, a pact with the gods unafraid. Hark to the whispers, low and grim. The runes are alive, their edges dim. They speak of doom, they speak of pride, of shields that clashed and kin who died. The crabbic lyre hums through the gale, echoing tales of the wolves who trail. The war drums pound like a heartbeat's drum, a saga's end, yet more to come. Blood runs deep where the oaths are sworn. Under the eye of the storm-torn morn, runes carved sharp on the stone-cold blade, a pact with the gods unafraid. Blood unafraid where the oaths are sworn. Under the eye of the storm-torn morn, runes carved sharp on the stone-cold blade, a pact with the gods unafraid. Blood runs deep where the oaths are sworn. Under the eye of the storm-torn morn, runes carved sharp on the stone-cold blade, a pact with the gods unafraid. Beneath the ash, the embers glow, where wolves and shadows softly go. The fjord runs deep, its secrets keep, a tale of blood, a bond to reap. The wind did howl, stone, their whispers call. The mighty rise, the weak shall fall. From frost and flame, a saga born of helms and shields and banners torn. The ravens cry, the night turns red. The past still speaks, though kings are dead. A lone harp hums, the lyre drones. Echoes drift through marrowed bones. Thunder cracks, the war drums pound. The sacred oath, a binding sound. The wind it howls, the gods take heed. In iron and oak, the fates do bleed. Runes on stone, their whispers call. The mighty rise, the weak shall fall. The shadows kneel, the Norns do spin, the threads they seal, an endless sea, a storm-wrought tide, through time and song, the lost abide. Frost-bitten vale, the wolf does tread, shadowed by stars where the old gods bled. A whisper of winds through the ancient pines. The howl of fate cuts the frozen line. O'er fjord and peak the echoes rise. Thunder of drums beneath the skies. Runes carved deep on the bark of yew. A tale of the beast and the blood-soaked dew. Under the moon his eyes burn bright. A guardian fierce in the endless night. Claws scrape stone where the raven soar. His path is written in the saga's lore. Oh, fjord and peak, the echoes rise. Thunder of drums beneath the skies. Runes carved deep on the bark of yew. A tale of the beast and the blood-soaked dew. Whispers of gods in the biting gale. Ancient tongues weave the wolf's long trail. The ash tree bends but does not break. A land of ice where legends wake.
The storm rolls in, the ground does quake. The wolf's cry sharp as the morning break. In his shadow the weak do cow, but from his spirit we draw our power.
grasses bow, the iron shore waits, silent somehow. Winds howl cold, through the fjord's gate, the runes have spoken, the threads of fate. Ravens rise, black wings unfurled, carrying whispers to the end of the world. Oaths are bound in blood and ash, the gods will judge when the storm clouds clash. Frostbitten stones under warriors tread, the sagas carved where the fallen bled. A whisper stirs, old as the night, runes in the wind, a flickering light. Thunder cracks the drums of the sky, beneath the storm the echoes fly. Kravik's call, the lyre's mournful drone, a battle hymn carved in ancient stone. Steel meets bone, a fire's cruel kiss, the cries of the lost echo the abyss. Yet through the mist the ravens steer, guides of the dead, harbingers of fear. Ravens rise, black wings unfurled, carrying whispers to the end of the world. Oaths are bound in blood and ash, the gods will judge when the storm clouds clash.
Through the fjord, the shadows creep. A raven's cry, the night does weep. Runes etched deep in ancient stone, where the winds howl, we walk alone. Echoes rise, the gods take form. Through the storm our blood runs warm. Drums of war, they pound the sky. In their call the fates do lie. Frost and fire, the earth does groan. Wolves of Fenrir claim their throne. Steel meets bone, the clash resounds. In the dark, the saga grounds. Whispers coil like serpents near. Runes they chant, we hold no fear. The wind-swept tide, it pulls our fate to Asgard's halls through Odin's gate. Echoes rise, the gods take form. Through the storm our blood runs warm. Drums of war, they pound the sky. In their call the fates do lie.
Beneath the shadow of the fjord's cold grin, the winds they howl where tales begin. A raven's oath in the frost-kissed stare, bound to the blood, to the gods we swear. Thunder roars, the skies ignite. Runes are carved in the pale moonlight. Through whispers lost to the frozen gale, the saga lives. We will not fail. Rise where the wolf pack tread through bone white birch and iron red. The Kravik hums its voice a cry, binding earth to the weeping sky.
War drums pound like a heartbeat sire. Tuggle harper drones in the ancient fire. A chant of men deep as the sea, carving fate in eternity.
Thunder roars, the skies ignite. Runes are carved in the pale moonlight. Through whispers lost to the frozen gale, the saga lives. We will not fail. The longships sail on a serpent's spine, through salt and storm, through the halls of time. The gods they watch with a shadowed gaze as we walk this path through the ashen haze.
Under the shadow of the ash so old, roots entwine where the stories are told. Ravens above, their cries sharp and keen, carving the sky with the fates unforeseen. O runes of Yggdrasil, whisper your tale through frost and fire where the bold prevail. The drums of war, they echo deep through storms and fjords where the shadows creep. The winds howl fierce, the fjell stands grim. Echoes of gods, their voices dim. Through glades of mist the spirits roam, calling us forth to the ancient home. Horns resound, the sky is torn, a clash of steel where heroes are born. Beneath the moon, pale as a shield, the earth drinks deep from the blood-stained field. O runes of Yggdrasil, whisper your tale through frost and fire where the bold prevail. The drums of war, they echo deep through storms and fjords where the shadows creep. the shadow of the mountains crown, where frost and fire wage their renown. A raven calls through the iron gate, marking the path of the warrior's trail. Oaths carved deep in the bone and stone, bound to the winds, to the blood we've known. Runes ignite where the ancients sing, sworn to the will of the Raven King. A storm roars wild on the salted shore, the sea's cold breath whispers ancient lore. Blades rise high as the drum beats pound, echoes of war in the frozen ground. Whispered names in the icy mist, ghosts of the fallen, their fate persists. The runes awaken, the lyre moans, a kingdom of frost where the night wind drones. Oaths carved deep in the bone and stone, bound to the winds, to the blood we've known. Runes ignite where the ancients sing, sworn to the will of the Raven King. The earth quakes under the iron heel, a pact with gods that none can repeal. Toggle weeps, the war drums cry, the raven ascends his shadow night.
Upon the fjord a storm does rise, shadows twist beneath gray skies. Ravens call from Yggdrasil's crown, the oath of blood, we won't back down. Iron in hand, our spirits ignite. Through mist and fire we ride the night. Runes carved deep on shield and stone, the gods shall judge, we fight alone. Frost bites sharp, the wolf does howl. Winds tear the night, fierce and foul. Beneath the moon, the Valkyries soar, their wings alight with tales of war. Whispers low in the ash and flame, names of the lost, a hallowed name. Through bone and dust we carve our fate, bound to the word, no turning gate. Spirits ignite, through mist and fire we ride the night. Runes carved deep on shield and stone, the gods shall judge, we fight alone. The tackle harp moans, the lyre hums, echoes of where the battle drums. Under the storm, the earth does quake. Our honor stands, no fear to break. The fjord runs black, the waves do rise. A storm now stirs in the northern skies. The raven circles, the gods do call. Through shadowed woods we march, through it all. By fire and frost our oath is sworn, to shield the kin, to break the horn. Through runes we carve our fates align, bound by blood through ancient signs.
The winds howl sharp, a raid's lament. Through ash and stone, our path is bent. The echo speaks, the spirit guides. In Odin's gaze, the fear subsides.
The lyre hums low, a thread of the past. Through shadowed groves, the die is cast. The whispers breathe, the ancients near. Runes they murmur, none shall fear. By fire and frost our oath is sworn, to shield the kin, to break the horn. Through runes we carve our fates align, bound by blood through ancient signs. The war drum cracks, the thunder roars, our swords sing loud on battle's shores. Beneath the helm, a warrior's cry, we are the storm, none shall deny. Through the fjord the cold winds bite, under the moon in the pale frost light. Runes are carved in ancient stone, the raven calls, we march alone. Blood of kin, our oath is sworn, from the ash a fire is born. Winds howl sharp, the drum beats rise, a storm of fate beneath black skies. Blades in hand, the battle near, echoes of gods in the warrior's ear. Shadows twist where the torches gleam, through the veil the Valkyries dream.
Hollow breath, the earth does quake. The gods will judge the paths we take. The whispering runes, they weave our thread, bound to the living, tied to the dead.
Blood of